most you know joy. So every night second game, you're shaking me and more can again. Colgate, quarters, face, got a hot cake, mustard, history, noise with the western. Take it up, step, it's on the side of the back of the red news.
Hey guys, this is Freedom Master. We're back for another Tops episode. And yeah, got a new co-narrator here.
Hey guys, Death88. I think you might remember me from before. Maybe not. Who knows?
Yep, and in case you don't, just leave the channel in the description. Yeah. Anyway, this is Tops 14. And it's going to be one of my own tops that I have been thinking of for some time now. Top 5 game consoles, which includes handhelds, which includes PC. And
yeah, this one took me a while. Well, once I started listing them and going through them, not so much.
Yep. Actually, yeah. And in my case, well, I don't play as many consoles, but yeah, it took me a while to figure it out too. All right then. So as per usual, I say my top 5, you say your top 5, and then we move on until top 1.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So my number 5 is the PS2, and the only reason why I put the PS2 as number 5 and not number 3 is because I haven't played a PS. I don't own a PS2. Because I think Guard24 wanted me to do a toss for top PS2 games, but I don't have a PS2. And even though I could technically answer that question anyway.
Yeah, I could probably answer that one as well. I think I've played at least 5 PS2 games.
Yeah.
Although most of them are Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy.
Same here. Same here. Okay, and your top 5?
My number 5 was a toss-up between 2 things, and I actually have an honorable mention, which, should I do that?
No, yeah, do it at the end.
Okay, so my number 5, which was close, but only by a smidge, was PC, because there's so many MMOs and games for PC in comparison to everywhere else that I felt PC deserved it.
Yeah.
Because there's a bazillion of free games out there.
Oh, yeah, that's
So freaking hooked for years.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, when I was playing MapleStory, I actually liked playing it. However, I gave up eventually because leveling up is really hard.
Oh, since the new update, it's actually really easy. I got to level 44 in 3 hours total.
Wow. But then again, me leveling up to level 30-something, that was way before they had most updates. I mean, like...
I'm pretty old in the game.
Yeah, it's like that. Like, I started playing MapleStory we're in the beta. Yeah.
That is.
Yeah. Okay. Now, my number 4 is, the GameCube. Yeah. Because, I wanted to put something else in there, but I can't think of anything else. I wanted to put the Wii instead of the GameCube, however, for the games that I have for Wii, well, mostly the online games, you know, Brawl and Mario Kart, I only use the GameCube controller. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I actually like most games for the GameCube. Some of my favorite games are for the GameCube. Like, guess what? Pikmin.
I've actually never played that, although whenever I go to try and get it always seems to be sold out somewhere, so it's a pretty good game.
Yeah. Also, I think the GameCube nowadays is really cheap.
Yeah, I have one put away because I use my Wii for the GameCube games nowadays.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yours?
My number 4, which, again, was a toss-up. So, yeah, mine was a toss-up between the NES and the GameCube. I actually decided to completely remove GameCube because I end up using my Wii a lot more and play that a lot more. So I ended up, for my number 4, choosing the very old NES system, which I have in my room and play almost every day.
Oh, that's cool. I don't have an NES, so I can't really say anything about it.
Yeah, I got mine a long time ago, back around when it was pretty much, yeah, back when it was new.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm old. I'm 18. I have old systems. I played the shitty games that angry video game nerd gets pissed off at, and I find them fun.
Oh, yeah. His videos are funny. Yeah, anyway. My number 3 is the DS. Mostly because, well, kind of original on Nintendo's part when it first came out. I mean, 2 screens at once, one's a touch screen. Yeah. It's more of the concept of DS. It's somewhat original. I mean, you don't see anything else anytime else. I mean, think about it. When you get the DS and compare it to the PSP, the DS still outsells the PSP.
Yeah.
But the PSP technically gets better games than the DS, so that kind of compensates for that. But I guess it's more of the concept of the DS, and also since it plays Game Boy Advance games. I mean, the original first DS, which I still have. I never got anything newer than the original DS.
I got a DS Lite.
Yeah.
But that's because I got my DS way after the original DS kind of went downhill.
Yeah. I mean, I got my DS the very day it came out, which just so happens to be one of my brother's birthdays. So that's kind of a double win there. And also, it's weird. When I first got my DS, I knew there's going to be something better than the DS coming. However, I decided to wait until that came out. And guess what? 3DS.
Yeah, when I got my DS, it took so much arguing with my parents to convince them I should get it, and that because my parents really did not want me getting a handheld since I had at that point I had an NES, a Super NES, an N64, and a GameCube, and I think I just got a Wii, or was about to get a Wii.
Oh, okay, and yours?
Mine's actually the same for number 3, DS. Well, DS Lite to be exact, because, well, I only have a DS Lite. I never got an original DS. I like it pretty much for the exact reasons you do. The dual screen, the way it actually plays Game Boy games.
Yeah, well, back when it's still the DS Lite, because the DS Lite doesn't have that anymore.
Oh, I hate the DSi and the DSi XL.
Yeah, I think they're just dumb. Yeah, I mean, when I first heard of it, I knew it was gonna be a dumb gimmick, but it really did become a dumb gimmick. I mean, now that we have the 3DS, now it's pointless to have a DSi.
Yeah, I was smart and never picked up a DSi.
Yep.
I thought about getting an XL just because of the big screen, but from what I've heard, once you go and get the big screen, it's very hard to switch back.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, anyway, then my number 2 is the SNES. For pretty much the reason that, A, it's the first video game system I've played, so that gets props. And 2, it has really good games. I mean, the first game I ever played was Mario World, and I think that's what really good game. And also, it's weird. If I would have had that game, if I knew that game existed, I would get Earthbound. No problem. Because Earthbound's still my brother's favorite game, even though he only played it from ROMs and stuff.
Yeah, the SNES is a really awesome system. It has so many fun games. It was, for its time, cutting edge. It still feels cutting edge nowadays for some of the games.
Yeah.
That's on it. It's aged well.
Yep. Okay, yours?
Same as well. The SNES.
Holy cow. Yeah.
Mine stink alike.
Yep. Even more so than the other tops episode, Elkin King, but even more so.
I like the SNES. That was one I actually played a lot more. Right now, I can't actually play my SNES because my little brother lost a power cable.
Oh. I mean, and I can't play SNES because I gave it away to my cousin in New York. But however, and then that doesn't work anymore, so yeah, now I'm stuck with that.
Yeah, so right now I can't play certain SNES games. I can't go and play the original Donkey Kong Country or my all-time favorite game, A Link to the Past.
Oh, you can still emulate that with a Game Boy Advance game.
Yeah, I have an emulator with all of the Zelda games on emulation.
Yeah.
I just got all of those.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, you guys, my number 1. Now, I'm actually wondering if you're going to say the same thing, but here it goes. My number 1 favorite is N64. Is that yours?
Yeah, it's the same.
Exactly, that's what I thought.
I think everybody pretty much could answer for number 1 N64 if they've ever played it.
Yeah,
that would instantly become their favorite.
Exactly, because N64, it's the only thing that N64 compared to is the original PlayStation, mostly because of Final Fantasy VII. But however,
I wouldn't compare it to the original PlayStation because the original one wasn't that great. PlayStation 2 was better than the original PlayStation.
Exactly. I'm only comparing it just because of that one game. That one game, Final Fantasy VII. And it's weird, from what I've heard, that Final Fantasy VII was originally for N64, however, the cartridges were too expensive. So imagine what would have been. What would have been if the so-called greatest game of its time and then some was for the N64? That would be incredible.
Yeah, I have a feeling that if Final Fantasy VII went to the N64, Final Fantasy X and all these other Final Fantasy games would be for like Wii and stuff like that, and
I mean,
so much more for like the Nintendo people.
yeah. I mean, I think it probably would have went to Sony anyways by the time PS10, but we are probably going to go all the way to Sony eventually, but for graphics. But I think it's going to be for Nintendo games if it would have been. But yeah, I mean, N64 has some of the greatest games ever.
Yeah, I mean, like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, those are some awesome games.
Exactly. I mean,
speaking of those, you should link the glitch I found in Ocarina of Time in this video too.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that was a really funny video. Either that or just like splice it in somewhere.
Yeah, I could probably do that. I don't know. Well, anyway, got any honorable mentions you just mentioned?
Yeah, my honorable mention, which I think people could have figured out, is Wii, because I play it a lot. It's new. It's exciting. It didn't make my top 5 because I like all the other systems a lot more. I play them a lot more. But my Wii is still fun. I like it because of the fact that it plays GameCube games as well.
Yep. Yeah.
That's why GameCube didn't hit my list.
Yeah, I guess I would say Wii for mention as well. I mean, because there are some good Wii games. However, I have 6, 7 Wii games.
Yeah, I think like the best Wii game is like Zelda. Well, Zelda, of course.
Zelda, of course.
But no, in my opinion, the best other than Zelda game is Monster Hunter Tri.
Which I don't have.
Yeah, you should get that.
Yeah, I keep hearing of Monster Hunter Tri. Okay, I get it. So, yeah, I keep hearing about it all the time.
Yeah, it is a really fun game.
Yeah. Alright, I'll see. I'm probably not going to get it anyway, but we'll see about that. Alright, so that's the end of Tots 14. That was a pretty long rant and stuff, and yeah, recap right there. And I can't believe I actually like some of the same things. Yes, okay, so I'll see you guys in the next Tops.